Yeah, what's up, y'all? Early morning session. Alright, so this one's going to be a little deep one. We're going to talk about a couple topics in this. We're going to talk about some more magic, but we're going to talk about this futuristic style magic, okay, and how it works with alchemy, or as I say, alchem. And we're also going to talk about the nuclear family household. So you're probably like, whoa, this is fucking crazy. So that's how I'm going to open that one up. Now, let's discuss magic and the human technology of the brain and body. Alright? Now, I told you, your thoughts are your LEL process, right? You're elemental beings. We all are. Regardless if you're a zombie or not, you're still made of elements. If you're a zombie, you're probably, whoa, made of some other shit. Now, I told you words are magic spells. I told you we speak the tongue of the angels. Alright? When words fall upon you, when words fall upon your ears, if you can hear, it will excite your atoms depending on what it is. If they're good words, you'll get excited. If they're bad words, you'll get equally excited in a negative way. Positive and a negative is a plus and a minus to everything. Right? So, now, basically, where I'm trying to go with this is, alright, how this magic works. Okay, alchem, alright, your elements. Okay, when you combine elements with other elements, they make compound elements. Okay, carbon's a non-metal. Right? Alright. Now, if you add hydrogen to carbon, it becomes hydrocarbon. If you add fluoride or fluorine to carbon, it becomes fluorocarbon. You add both of those to carbon, you have retardation. I beg your pardon, especially when that's just a solution on your brain. Remember in the last episodes I was talking that noise about how your brain it has water in it and it should not have water on it. You have waves that work at hertz. Okay, so how does magic, where does magic is done, how has it changed, is because they've included silicone into the magic now. Okay, silicone's an element. Alright, silicone, and that's number 14. Alright, now silica, there used to be great silica trees, and silica still grows. It's like a lot in the crust of the earth. You have to find it, blah blah blah. If it's plant life, and some of it cannot be. However, the plants that you find, you should eat silica plants. Silica tetrahedron, right? Silicon dioxide is silica. Alright, so silicon is the chip in the computer. People always be slamming their doors. I know they can hear me in here talking and they think it's going to stop me. But you know what they'll never do? They'll never come over here and knock at my door and tell me to stop, because they know I'll drag them in here and strangle them until their eyes pop out. Because you're not going to do it. I don't care if you hear it. I don't care if you don't like it. I'm not being loud. But, you know, I'm going to speak the truth. I know how it works. And then I tell you, if you're a light bearer, and very nature of life will mess with you itself. The very nature itself, if you bear light, you speak truth. It doesn't matter if you behind closed walls. Souls project through shit. How you think chi masters break bricks? How you think when they punch you, you bleed in your liver internally and it's coming out your mouth now? You see what I'm saying? So that's why I laugh at these people, because even these people, some of these people are my age and older, and it's so sad because you know what happened to them? They're subject to this alchem. Whether they want to believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? You're subject to it, because I can look and tell what people eat. When your girl got a big bloated gut, I know she's stuffing her head full of junk food. She might be older and she might be this, that, and the other, but man, you're a zombie to me anyway. Especially if you older than me and you listen to this new school shit, you're a zombie. That's for certain. If you're an older person, older than me, okay, I'm saying 30s, 40s, 50, 60, and you listen to this new school shit, you still got braids, like her dude got braids and shit, man, I don't care if you know my mom, man. You a bitch to me, my bruh. And y'all can slam y'all doors all y'all want, but you'll never come over here and tell me stop making music, stop listening to music, and stop doing this truth talking. Cause I'm not going to. And that's how bright my soul is. Through these motherfucking walls, it irks people to death. And I'm being quiet. You see, that's the magic in it all. Everybody's like almost like a walking robot transmitter. Like, but you are though. You are like a walking transmission. You're a walking antenna. I told you that. Your hair's your antenna. What's below your hair, inside your skull, your brain. You're a walking transmitter. So you think, okay, transmit radio towers, they send and get frequencies. Its transmission goes two ways. Transportation, transmission, it's a two-way street. You think people can't feel the frequency? It's a frequency, man. Your brain is like a radio tower. You're like a radio tower. A walking one, a biological one. That's why they had to incorporate the silicone into the biological realm. Because naturally, flesh will bind with silicone chips. Go look it up. People get implants to see and stuff, or have, guinea pig test subjects, but you know what I'm saying. Go look it up. I'll try to find links out. You know me. I stand on volumes, and I'll hit you with stone tablets. I'll throw that shit on your feet. No vacation for you. You better go read up. You know what I'm saying? So, this is what I mean. Now, I'm not saying these people across the hall are chipped. I don't care. I don't give a goddamn if they are. But, let me tell you something. If you got one of these and you use it, you chipped up. This is your chip. You're half robot already because you can't put it down. I'm not saying that they do that, but like, listen. I'm telling you how the magic works. If you're a light bearer, it's a frequency, my spectrums. When you buzzing up here. When you buzzing up here and there ain't no water on it, man, they can hear it. They can feel that. You bet your ass on it. You know? It's crazy. It's crazy how it works. And it's crazy how the alchemy works. But look, let me tell you how, like, the magic and alchemy works via the silicone. Alright, so we live in this new day and age. Alright, everybody likes to be private, but everybody really is out in the open. You know what I'm saying? People act like shit behind closed doors, but they want to post everything on Facebook and blah blah blah. We know what it is. It's a double standard, two-sided, retarded story. Alright, but we live in a day and age now where it's just like an age of conformity and deformity and retardation on grand scale. Everybody want to be like the next man. No one has genuine thought processing anymore. No one has a genuine facial expression anymore. No one's genuine. Everybody's fake as fuck. Now, I understand sometimes you have to be fake in order to protect yourself from certain stuff. I understand that totally. But when you're just genuinely just a fake-ass snake person, man, make brass knuckles not dust you, hit you directly, and say motherfuck you in the bridge of your nose. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, if you're a snake in a grass mouse, man, your neck will get snapped under my heel, guaranteed, and I got stone feet, so fuck off. I don't have time for that. But the magic in it all is like, whoa. It goes way far beyond what you would want to think. Because it trickles down, it affects the nuclear household. It affects the children. It affects the mom, the dad, you know what I'm saying, the son and daughter. It affects everything. You know what I'm saying? This alchemy, magic, and then the process bullshit, elemental food. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to get raw bioavailable elements and shit. You're not supposed to have like real iron shavings and other stupid chemicals in your food that mixes with your elemental body in your alchemical pot of change, which is your stomach and a fire of digestion. Alright? How this all works though. You know, you got fluoridated water making you slowly retarded. Microwave in your brain. You got a cell phone on you. Everything's HD. The plasma screen, cell phones burning into your head. You got it up close to your face when we were told not to sit close to TVs. You pretty much living a dream on fucking puppet strings from the cell phone tower melting you because your device 5G, 4G got you gone. You know, and then the majority of people are zombies out here and connected to their devices, the internet, the Ethernet. It got enveloped in a web. You know, the magic is that. The magic of that is just pure and simple. It's laziness. Because then, what do you want? What do you not want to do? You just want to sit and look at your screen all day. So you become inactive, and then you magically have all these problems, which seems very, very mystical. Jeez, man, I'm 30 years old, man. Why is my back hurt? Because you've been sitting for 3 years straight, motherfucker. What you mean? You barely walk. The only time you walk is to get up to go get something to eat or go to the bathroom, motherfucker, or to your car. Hello, or in a grocery store. You don't do no other walking. That's why your back hurt, man. That's why you got blood pressure problems, man. That's why you got headaches all the time, man. That's why you got text neck, man. Or girl. Oh, your kid's acting crazy. You can't sit still. Hyperactive, googly eyed. Always wants colored candy food and don't want to eat natural shit. That's why. Cause that's what you chose. That's what you programmed on that. What is it called? Televised programming. Television. Come on, man. And your brain is doing what? Analyzing it, daydreaming, imagination, logic. You see, it's receiving that because the light comes in. Hello. You know that on the brainstem. I clearly showed you guys this shit. And then when you get your brainstem smashed down, what you think happens, man? Your brain doesn't work right because your brainstem controls your visual and auditory functions. You know what I'm saying? And a whole bunch of other stuff. So when you smash your brain because you got text neck, that's what happens, man. And you can't expect to have good health. You will have magical problems that will come up upon you quick. You know what I'm saying? This is like 110% the truth. Like, I don't have to fabricate this shit for you or over exaggerate, man. This shit's clearly in my diagrams. And you know what? It's so messy on this table. I swear I still can't find shit. It's crazy how I do this. I get lost in my own diagrams and shit. I can't even show you guys the right stuff sometimes. It's just sad. But like, yeah. So sigil magic, okay? I told you about that. Well, on these devices, it's 3D sigil magic, like circles and lines and stuff like that, numbers. What do you think that does? I told you. It's your brain waves. What happens when you watch these devices? You go to alpha. You're not thinking. You're calm, lucid, relaxed. Mind is more open to occult and magic endeavors. When you're in alpha and theta, these are the brain waves areas that you go between. Look, 9 to 13, 4 to 8. Whoa, if you're at 9, you're on a borderline of theta. Let's get real. Alright, so that's how that shit works. And it's just like you become under a spell. You know what I'm saying? It's a scrying mirror. It's a scrying mirror that has a screen on it. When it's all the way black, it is a scrying mirror. When you turn the screen on, it glows bright as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And it's going in ya. That's magic, man. You mix that with food and microwaves and shit. It's crazy. It's like legitimate alchemy, man. Magic, man. Magic machine. I told you, Shadowrun shit, faux show. I ain't gotta fabricate it, man. I don't have to over exaggerate. Go look up Shadowrun and then go look at life. We're on the brink, man. We're on the brink of that shit. It's coming. And that's why people are all on a certain type of frequency. That's why everybody's conformed. You know what I mean? Pretty soon everybody's gonna, oh yes, did you have I can directly plug into my computer, USB my brain. Like, did you get yours implanted yet, man? Hell no, man. The fuck is wrong with you, man? That's why silica is so powerful. Silicon is so powerful, is because, like, it's a grand transmitter. Okay? That's why do you think there's all these silicon chips and the overabundance of technology? Because there are no more silica trees. Those gigantic trees have been cut down and made into chips, man. Your fallen ancestors probably made of silica too, because if the world was silica based, it was silica man, so silica carbon or something. And we know that silicon is a non-metal, but it is a metalloid, which is a non-metal with metallic properties, which is why everything was much more bigger back in the day, trees and people alike, man. That's silica. And silica, everything used to glow green. I showed you this shit. Look at that on the diagram. This is where we're at now. Moon, sun, blah, blah, blah. And then perpetual twilight where silica grew gigantic trees and yada, yada, yada. And the sky was really blue as fuck and, you know, not all faded like it is now, fucked up, gray and cloudy. And then, you know, I mean, come on, man. You add in sound and light to this equation with the water. Water is conscious. Everything, it plays all together. Okay? Vibration. I told you. LFOs. Low frequency vibration. Low frequency oscillation. I'm an LFO. I'm oscillating right now. I'm talking much noise. But I'm doing it quietly within the comfort of my home. But then, this LFO will be projected to the world from the net. That's my motherfucking loudspeaker. So when you come here and join me here for this transient information, you get that. And that's all due to what? Silicon. Because I gotta go upload it. I gotta upload it from a chip, huh? Or a computer. So if you were made of silica or silicone, or you had that predominantly in you, what do you think you can do? You have way more crazy transmission within the earth, from the earth to another person. See? So once that's stripped from you, your transmission becomes limited. You know, it's like you out of area on your cell phone. You ain't got no service. You see what I'm saying? So you get out of service. This is all it is. This magic shit will bust you down and make you out of service and split up the household. Because everybody's staring at their cell phone. Everybody's worried about their technology. Kids are talking crazy to their parents. The dad might get hooked on a cell phone. He's married, goes on a dating site because he's being nasty or something, or Facebook got him lusting or some shit like that. I don't know. And then now that there's a divorce or something, mom leaves, and then look, what's that called? Nuclear fission. Because fission is the splitting of atoms. Takes two to make a baby. That's two atoms bonding and fusing. Boom, and then there's another atom that's reproduced. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. This is how it works. You know, and then it's like the silicon was in us, and it was utilized in the right way. Then it was corrupted and utilized in the wrong way, and then it was farmed, and then it was manufactured, and now it's being used against us in the form of this. And then you are a utensil to this, because all it does is suck your soul life out of you, soul life energy. Because the more a person stares at one of those devices, the more your soul gets sucked out of you or burned out of you, because this is projecting light into you, which is inorganic. What happens when you absorb inorganic stuff? It destroys you. Just like if you absorb inorganic elements, it hurts your body, which is why you need distilled water to pull it the fuck out of you, and detoxing, like spirulina or chlorella, like that's in that alchemy drink that I showed you. Yeah. And then you have to get back on this level, see. And then guess what else though? The silicone busts you down with this. Really, you're not getting this from the sun. You're getting this, and then on top of that, if you look closely in the diagram, you'll clearly see that these sound waves that are hitting them are chaotic in nature. You can't even tell what kind of sound waves and transients are hitting them in light. That's just blowing their shit loose. And then the demon within, you go. Go look at those. You seen those kids that got their technology destroyed? They were like crazy possessed demons. And then you go ask somebody that's glued to the screen all day. You call them. What are you? Whoa, hold up, Matt. What the fuck is wrong with you? Don't respond to me like that. What, man? I was trying to ask you where I was going down the street, motherfucker. Hold up, dude. Knock your fucking teeth down your throat, bro. You'll get all the calcium you need for the rest of your life from your own fucking natural resource. Your mouth, bitch. Watch your mouth, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's literally like that. Or people be on their cell phones, bump into you and be mad at you. Motherfucker, you the one walking and staring at the shit, man. Lucky I don't break that shit and shove it down your throat, man. I'll make you eat that silicone shit, man. And I'm not trying to be on the tough shit, but I'm telling you, that's that zombification shit. And people are literally gone out here. Families are getting broke up behind that shit. This is alchemy. The visual alchemy is on the screen. The visual sigil magic is on the screen, And the alchemy, you can behold the alchemy visually by beholding people's retardation. I got confused in my words. It's early, y'all. I'm sorry. Kind of like woke up a little bit ago. And it's why it's this early morning session. But yeah, man, it's crazy how this shit works. It's all about if it's like frequency based. It's a frequency based silicone, carbon based magic, man. And it's also done with the power of water too, water and sound. Because if you have water on your brain, basically, you know, yeah, that's how it works. But what does the sun do? Evaporates water. So that's one way you can get the water off your brain. I guess if it's not too much, you know, go get some sun. Because sun evaporates water naturally, and it changes the chemical properties of water. Because sun, we know, has a lot of different things in it, and it charges up good. So on that note, that's another topic on how the magic works, and the nuclear family, how it splits up the nuclear family. You know, everybody gets so self-involved in technology, you know, that everything just falls apart literally, including their body. It's magical. And then people wonder how this stuff happens. It's done under the nose, man. That's the magic of it all. It's done right under the nose. You see what I'm saying? That's how it works. So yeah, subscribers, I'm gonna drop some more of this good material. It's just an early morning session for you, so you can have something to reflect on and think about. You know what I'm saying? You want to go look in the mirror, don't go look in here. Go look in here. Go look in here. You see what I'm saying? You'll notice it, man. You'll notice it, my spectrums, my soul brothers and sisters. No matter what color you are of skin and race and ethnicity, but my spectrums of color light and colored people. You know what I'm saying? I'll just bust it down for you, man. This magic's just 100, man. Moving sigils is how they do it on devices. Sigil magic, you cast that by doing it and busting it down. Or you make it and you hand it off, or you make it and you focus on it and you bust it down. The new age is computer magic, and that has instantaneous effects, because we live in such a fast buy now, click buy now, fast pace. Hello, high speed internet, 5G. Come on, you don't get it. This is why it works so well. You don't get it. Look at that. That's why it works so well. Click now. Go. Brainwaves, shot. Clear as day. Instantaneous get shot down your brain. That's how it works, man.